Phil solid.
Yeah,
Florida guy. I think he's the only. Part of the Florida crew that made it up for this.
Why is he wearing a Michigan jacket?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah. In the meantime,
maybe he
Classic
went to
64 matchup.
And
gets the first hit.
Preston is the creator of the 64 story. He does like the mini docs and all that stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's great.
I did not know that.
He's one of the best 64 Twitters to follow also because he always has info about upcoming tournaments. US, Japan, doesn't matter.
Oh, is that how you find out when there are tournaments?
That's how I find out, yeah. I just wait for him to tweet it.
And that was a nice follow-up with just like the drift down neutral air. It looks like Preston has been controlling the tempo of this game very effectively so far in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of just being all over Phil.
Yeah, and you see he's taking a moment to compose himself. Is he looking at his controller? I think he's just taking a breather. Very carefully dancing around each other. If Phil can put this, oh, very nice. That should be it. Oh, it doesn't even need the forward smash. And just like that, he brings it close. Some people call it extra credit, but I say there's no such thing as extra credit because it's not a lead until you put that extra % on after you take the stock. Preston not able to get the perfect land to follow it up. And you saw him just stand there on the platform. Phil being obliging and coming in. But it looks like Preston's ready for a lot of it.
Preston's improved a lot over the last like year or so. I forget if he played a bunch with Revan or not. He's been looking real good.
Yeah, he was expecting that push off. You could tell he drifted way far forward to be there to connect afterwards. Pikachu's up air though, just going straight through the forward air. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he went low 3
2
times. I feel like after the first 2 don't work, sometimes the Kirby will try and go high, but trick Pika into down tilting early.
I don't think he had that option. I think that he was
too low.
Yeah, I think he was too low for that. I think it was all he could do to get back to the ledge.
Great nair out of the hit stun from the forward air by Preston.
And there's a second. It's stale.
Reverse forward air clip?
Oh, wait. Was that just reverse hitbox of the dash attack to hit Phil back on stage?
It was I don't know.
Or did he get to DI?
Rough move from Preston. It's
get
hard,
up attack.
It's hard to react to that. You always want to up tilt.
That'll do it.
As Kirby, when someone's shielding, you just want to up tilt them. But when they're on the edge of the platform, you have to realize it's going to push them off, and you have to down air instead of up tilting. Yeah, Preston knows his percents. He knows that forward throw would do it there.
It's 120 on side plat, right?
It is. Oh my God, I'm blanking. 99, 108, 119.
Okay,
sorry.
There we go.
It was killing me there. It's the only percents I know for Pika.
Wangara recovery from Preston. Doesn't quite work out as well though. Yeah.
Yeah,
it looked like he was trying to land on stage and not get the ledge.
Yeah, Kirby's and Puff can get tricky with that, where they have more jumps than you realize, and they'll get that nair on the stage.
All right, 53% lead for Preston on the last stock. Oh, but here comes Phil.
Oh, that up air from Preston is not what he wanted.
Oh, he almost got the spike.
Dude, if he had pulled back and gotten the spike, the suicide spike, to take the game, he could have been a legend, Preston.
Yeah, it would have been hype, but ultimately, I don't blame him for doing the safe thing.
I blame him. Come on, Preston.
Yeah, why are we here if not to look cool?
Exactly. We didn't put you on stream to not look cool.
Yeah, so the least he can do is take this game.
But Phil let him back.
Okay, he's got one more chance. He got his jumps back from the ledge.
Oh, and
but that'll do it.
Yeah. Man, so he had that opportunity with the up B, but he went for the safe option, recovered on stage. Just, that's a smart thing to do.
Right.
But when you clip them with that first part, if you just pull back a little bit, you'll spike them. And
he had the opportunity.
He actually almost had it that last time there, but they traded.
Yeah. That was a good move by Phil.
For sure.
He started off on his hind foot, but he definitely came back around.
He did his Pika things,
and they worked out for him.
Yeah, he actually did a great job edge guarding Preston. And yes, Pika has great tools to edge guard Kirby, But if you're missing those and you're giving Kirby extra chances, that's bad news.
It's true. He was able to simply put a lot of stocks away. No, I wish I noticed the timer, because I'd be curious to know how long that match took in total.
Didn't take too long.
Okay, that break can't be right.
I think maybe he wanted a down A instead of B.
That's my guess. Very tricky movement in the air by Preston.
Yeah, and Preston's doing something that I criticize a lot of players for not doing, which is he's focusing on just getting the ledge. He's not trying to do anything fancy with his recovery. It's just like, just get the ledge, get all my jumps back, and then we'll do something.
Yeah, especially for Kirby, that's a nice option.
Good the eye from Phil to get out of that up tilt combo, because usually that can you just get carried to the side plat and rack up more damage.
That might, there you go, yep. Stock count is even, Phil 54% in the hole. But if he gets a hit, that can vanish immediately.
Yeah, I mean, Pika has some serious combos on Kirby, and I think Phil can pull it off too, but not if he just does that. He smiles, but I don't think he's too happy.
But you gotta laugh it off. You gotta keep playing. And to be fair, it was pretty funny.
Oh no, Preston he thought he had the ledge on the second to last jump.
He was just a few pixels too short.
Just too short.
Yeah, but Phil starting up the Pika stuff. Slightly too high percent. Did that combo start at 0?
I think so.
Yeah, that must have been good DI.
No, it couldn't have. It couldn't have.
Oh, was that a 2-frame jump out of shield?
Hey, shield jump. Everyone's doing it now.
Yeah, I think Preston just used it to parry a grab.
That used to be
in there.
That used to be like top player tech.
Yeah, the
jumping out of
tech.
shield. But everyone's getting so much better these days.
Nice defensive zip zap. Ooh, whiffs the up air.
Good wait by Phil, but just waited a little bit too long. He wanted to get a good chase on that tech.
That was a grab at 98%, not quite enough from the side plat.
99 on the top.
Woo. Now that's the Kirby classic.
Woo.
Dash away, pivot forward smash.
So good.
It works at very many levels of play. And there we go. What's the
he
what's
just
the punish?
missed the side plat.
Dash attack maybe was supposed to be a
good.
smash
He down aired him at the edge.
But he was prepared to follow. He just didn't quite connect. Yeah, Phil on his last stock of the set, unless he's able to turn it around.
Ooh.
He had reaction.
Preston had he had the top covered there. Phil recognized, went low. She got him with the last hit of the down air.
That's
into the
all it
forward
takes.
Smash. That down air's so good, man. You think you avoid
Phil
it?
took game 1. We're going to game 3.
That is correct.
I forgot there for a second. So going into game 3, I'll be curious to see how these players react. In this sort of situation, I feel like you tend to see a lot of conservatism from the players. Like after a couple close games like that.
Some people, after the game, they're like, okay, I need to be more careful doing this. And you'll see them do it for like the first stock. And then it's really hard for people to hold to a plan.
Right.
I think that's one thing you see in, like the Division 3, Division 2, et cetera. Like mid-level play is they have a hard time sticking to a plan. Or they see things and they just want to go for them.
Right. Or on the other hand, I feel like force of habit can be very difficult. So even if you have a plan, it's easy just to do the thing that your hands know how to do.
That's what I mean. Like it's hard to stick to a plan because you fall back on your habits.
Yeah. Very excellent chase, and that's all it takes.
Everyone can make adjustments on paper.
That's very true. Though occasionally, even if you have a plan, it's not going to work unless it's a good plan. Oh, Phil gets caught in the scrub trap. Roll up back and roll up
Phil,
tilt.
he was definitely DIing, but it was like he was DIing back into the up tilts. It was so weird.
And then he catches him with the one hit.
That was just a flawless stock from Preston.
Phil peering deep into his soul, reaching for something.
Yeah, when you go down 2 stocks to a Kirby in the first minute of a game, You definitely need to take a sec.
And that is a good combo to be doing.
Down tilt solid.
Yeah, he got
DI from Preston.
He got the DI, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, at least like in that situation, yeah, the DI didn't matter, but it made Phil work. And Phil went for a nair there, and he totally could have naired him the other way, and Preston could have made it. So still a good option, even if it didn't work.
Yeah,
Phil trying to play above Kirby now.
If the Kirby's going high, then trying to beat him to it, I don't think is a bad option.
No. Oh, and he didn't up tilt him there. See, the thing, like Phil, he reset with a grab there, but it gave Preston all of his jumps back, and he was able to turn around that recovery.
Yeah, and that was just like the smallest spacing error from Phil. Kirby is absolutely merciless with the down air.
No, just do it.
Preston has been going for a lot of
That was a
up-tilts.
great weak reverse nair into the follow-up on the side plat. Didn't get anything out of it. Yeah, the right idea. Down air, up smash, forward smash.
That might do it anyway. Not quite. And
ooh. I think he wanted a down tilt, but he slipped off and did the down air.
Yeah, but you know what? It worked.
It worked. It worked, and it looked nice.
Yeah, so that was a good set by Preston.
Yeah, it was a really great adjustment after the first game. First game was close.
Right, yeah.
Or did Phil win the second game? Now I don't even remember.
Phil won the first game.